Alright, time for some solo gathering in the Black Zone. Taking this gear because I hope that I will find some amazing legendary mists while I walk around in the Black Zone. Also so I can kill some tier 2 and tier 3 mobs in the Black Zone, which are worth a lot of money. I'm not taking journals with me because otherwise my inventory space would be very full and I cannot hold too much stuff anyways. Going with the Gallant Horse because I don't like dying to gankers. And first I'm actually going to check what the prices are for the resources. So I actually know what I want to gather. Tier 6 fiber is not worth it. 1.6.1. That may be worth it, to be honest. Hide on 2.5 here in Fort Sterling. Or has solid prices. Stone is garbage. Probably worth it on 6.2. Okay, so I'm going to gather every 6.1 resource except wood and stone. Okay. For the Black Zone I'm going to wear my Fort Sterling cape because, as I said, I don't like dying to gankers. And in the mists, if I find some nice one, I'll use the Thetford cape. Also I'm going to take roast pork in case of actually encountering some valuable strong mobs. Roast pork is just amazing because I will heal up almost all the damage that I take. And I think I'm going to take the invisibility shrine so I can rush through the tunnel right into Timber Slope Dell. Just like in my Zero to Hero fishing series. I don't think I will miss too much in the first map here, to be honest. Also, I may get 1 or 2 free kills. Yeah, invisibility potion was probably pretty good, considering how many gankers I'm seeing here. Also, you don't really want to walk through tunnels when you are worth almost 4 million. I'm so expensive, but okay, I'm using tier 9 gear. Only my weapon is like 8.5. 6.2 plus excellent quality. I mean, okay, my I had the stuff still lying around, otherwise I would have chosen a cheaper armor and boots. But I had this stuff lying around. I don't think I'm too interested in entering tier 7 mists. I would think. I mean, I want to gather tier 7 resources. They are worth 2k. Or do I? Do I want to skip wood? And ore? I kinda want to skip it. It's heavier than 6.1 resources. And basically has the same price. I think I'm going to skip the bad tier 7 resources. Like basalt wood and stone. Stone, wood and ore. Hide and fiber are more valuable. Small chest in 20 seconds. There's a wisp. It's just common. Somebody died there. So, and there's a circle. Quite a few people are dying there. Dismounted person with a skull. The red zone terrorist. People are not opening the chest, now they have done so. 6.3, but there's a person. But he's not engaging on me. He's running away from the midnight guy. so the price is kind of fine for 6.3 stone. Like the prices I've just read there in the market of Fort Sterling did indeed look relatively nice. Better than they have been in the past. Better than the last time I went together. This kinda looks like a gatherer. There's a person. Looks like a gatherer, transporter or something. Road portal is nice. In case of me needing to escape. Slowly getting time to eat my pork pie. To enjoy the nice bonuses on gathering. I'm even almost in a tier 8 map already, but it's questionable how much time I can spend in there before I'll get chased. This is interesting. I'm seeing a few resources here and there. Not too much though. It was just a 6.0 stack. And that would also not be close enough to the exits for me to risk my almost 4 million to gather it, if it was anything valuable. I'm also using the cooldown passive on my boots and my armor, because the Bow of Badon build is really benefiting a lot from cooldown reduction. Okay, tier 8 map. Let's see how active people are in here. Usually when I'm fishing here, there are quite a few people running around. Not seeing too many resources yet. Not seeing too many wisps yet. At least no interesting ones. I do see some tier 8 resources from time to time around the southern lake. So I'm going to take a quick look there and... Dismounted person. I'm not interested. I'm going to take some meters around him. But if I don't see too much stuff in here, I'm just going to go further. Another dismounted person. It's a fisher. And that's 6.1 high. Which should be worth it. I'm not too sure about the other 6.1 resources. 1.5k ore was on almost 2000, and it's not as heavy as tier 7 stuff. I think I'm going to skip 6.1 fiber, but I will take 6.1 ore. I think that's going to be my plan. Didn't see any resources in here, so let's continue. I'm going to check out the tier 7, tier 8, tier 7, and then I'm just going to venture into the east. Mainly looking for an inactive map. Tier 7 map right here. It's a swamp though, so the two best resources are here. 5.2. Not that heavy. Really not that heavy, but also not worth too much. For now I'm going to stick to look for valuable resources first. best case would definitely be to find a tier 8 mist, I think. Preferably solo mist. I doubt that I would find too many tier 8 resources here in these black zone maps that I'm visiting right now. Spectral Diabor, that's not too scary. Tier 8 desert right here. Relatively hard to escape from this map. So I'm not sure about how deep I want to go into it. The roads portal is really nice. So I think I'm going to take a way through the middle. I may find some valuable stuff when I take this way. How far can I go away from this roads portal without being like 100% dead to a good ganking group? That's a big question. This kinda doesn't look too dangerous. But he's definitely interested. Kinda should check if he's in a group. Because I do have way more IP than him. This guy had 1300 IP. The roads do look nicer now. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Looks way nicer. So, I don't know. Just looks nice. What can I say? I like it. There was a mammoth and there was some tier 8. 7.1. Let's go. There was some tier 8 fiber and hide right next to the portal. But I do not really want to get into a fight. Even though my build is pretty fine for 1v1 against this guy. And I do have very solid escape options in my kit. Only one tier 7 resource was up in this one. Do you want to kill this one? It's a tier 2 mob, right? Going to give me some fame. I definitely need some fame on my bow. I really do not have the best levels for my bow. Let's see, what's my level? 48, yeah. I definitely need quite a few more levels right here. How much learn points do I have? 600. That's not enough to push my weapon mastery with the learn points. That's so expensive. I only saw one tier 7 resource up there with a lot of pieces on its deck. So it may be sensible to check out the other areas right here. But first I want to see if I can get the fiber and the hide there. Because that would definitely be quite some money. The roads portal is... Zero out of 7. That is crazy. Somebody wanted to gather this stuff. Oh god. Somebody was killed right there, which is nice. I doubt that people would gank me with invisibility right here. Reuse 6 minutes. I'm really close to the roads portal. But I basically can't use my jump. I only have a problem if I get ganked by invisibility. It's the only way I can die right now. Otherwise I'm way too close. If I manage to mount up, nobody will be able to kill me before I reach the Rhodes portal. And reaching that should mean like 99% safety. A lot of pieces on this mammoth. But people dying in this map usually means that there are some capable either gankers or fighters. Which is not very nice. Another person died. But it's somewhat far away from me, which is pretty nice. That may mean that there are some more valuable resources. Quickly using my helmet before mounting up. Do I want to kill this guy here? He may interfere with my plans. Let's just quickly... Oh, wow. The mob accidentally blocked my E. By spawning its annoying imp, or however these things are called. I'm probably going to check out this Rhodes map there. Or am I? So many people went in there. The big ore area is very close to the entrance. So I may want to take a look at it. I'm probably going to do so. Finding tier 8 resources. Interesting situation. Interesting loot. I have to remember that I will be able to change my boots from cooldown reduction to carry weight in case of finding a lot of valuable stuff, or just in case of just wanting to continue a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure if I will walk very close to some town to teleport for a low price or just enter it normally. Or if I will just go very deep and teleport. 150k, 111k. Tier 8 resources are still amazing. Those still give some very decent loot. Tree Glade. That's very close to Limhurst, I believe. So I kinda have a shortcut to get back to these maps here. To this tier 8 map. Interesting. Not sure if I want to use it or just go deeper. Okay. Tier 6 and tier 8. A few tier 7 resources up. Let's see. 1 out of 9. 8 out of 9, okay. So in this case I'm going to check the wood area as well. Relatively high level here, but probably pretty empty. I also kinda like that they brought the chests back, like the chest signs on the map. I like it. Emptiness, tier 7 and tier 6. Okay, I'm back into the black zone. I kinda had some hopes since I found some 7.1 in the stone area, which was relatively full, but then I suppose it was just lucky. I may be able to find some resources in the tier 8 map though. This could be possible. People died there, which kinda means that it's kinda dangerous. In 1 minute I could and should reset my free use here on this roads portal if I want to continue gathering in this tier 8 map. Otherwise I would be more in danger. 6.1. I do have cooldowns right now. But whatever, let's take it. The bow of Bedoni makes it pretty comfortable. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm definitely going to take the free charge again. And then I'm going to come back and gather this. This is interesting. This map may be very dangerous. But as long as I have the roads portal and I manage to see people on the border of my screen before they go invisible, then I should be totally fine. Quickly getting the free use. There's a relatively useless person. May even be a transporter. Considering full tank gear, Port Sterling cape on a horse. Looks rather odd. Oops. Wanted to click on the animal to see what it is, but it's just an hyena. Not something I care too much about. Quite a lot of tier 8 stuff. Not gonna lie. Quite good loot. And being so close to the roads portal, the only way I can die is getting ganked by invisibility. I don't even know if bigger groups do that. I'm not sure. Because in theory it's not necessary, but practically even medium-sized groups would have trouble to kill a giant horse. Not giant horse, gallant horse. Because the ability is so insanely good. And the movement speed of the horse is also really good. Only slightly slower than a wolf. A big stack of tier 7 hide would be pretty nice, but I'm not going to gather that. If I get ganked there by invisibility or by a huge group, then I would be in trouble. People have died here. Why did they die? Are there resources? Should I even go here? It's pretty hard to survive here. But I still do have a gallant horse. The group would need to be pretty big to catch me here. Not seeing any resources right here. There's a person. Is he in a group? He's not in a group. And he definitely doesn't have a chance to fight against me. He killed this mammoth. I don't even know if he's able to gather it or if he just killed it to find a puppy. I don't even know if you can say that word for mammoths. Let's just say a calf. He may just have done that for the calf. Chance. Would have been funny if he actually dropped one and I would have been able to kill him. I definitely have more mobility than him. But I didn't really look at his guild. Don't know if he has a hideout nearby, which he probably has, since he's very weak. Weak people usually don't go that deep, because they simply do not survive gankers. Especially not with such slow mounts, without abilities. 6.1 is fine. Yeah, quite some tier 8 resources. I found more tier 8 stuff than tier 7 stuff in here. The tier 7 hide there would definitely be nice, but I don't think I should risk my life to gather that. Not worth it. Even though I haven't been taking big stacks for a while, so I actually don't know how often people get ganked while farming that. Maybe I'm going to test it somewhat, somehow, somewhen. Not sure yet. Which places haven't I looked at yet? I do want more of that nice tier 7 stuff I've been finding in this map. Do I exclusively want to look at tier 8 maps and skip tier 7 maps? I'm not sure. Maybe I should do that. But I don't know how full these tier 8 maps are close to the edge of the Black Zone island on the world map. There's a person. And there's a hyena. Did I already mention how comfortable it is? Whoops. To fight hyenas with the bow of the dome. Simply interrupting their annoying slow ability. Any tier 8 resources hiding here? Or any legendary wisps, perhaps? Haven't seen any tier 2 or tier 3 mob yet either. Not a single tier 7 resource on this map yet. But 4 tier 8 pieces, stacks. 4 tier 8 stacks. Which were not only on one piece, even though I actually do not remember if that's still possible or if there was a change concerning that. Was a person seeing me? I don't think this person knows what I'm up to. So I don't think I need to be too careful right now. Also right there was very close to the exit still. Already at 50% carry weight, and that's already counting in the pork pie. Getting full relatively quickly. Tier 8 resources are also relatively heavy. But changing tier 9 excellent boots to carry weight should definitely give me quite some bonus carry weight. This should be pretty significant. Somebody was killed on the other side of the map. Let's take a quick look behind the static area, maybe. 7.1 is gone. If I see the next tier 7 resource that is empty, then I'm going to turn around. And I found it faster than I was able to speak. Then I was able to formulate English sentences in my head. I think I'm going to check out tier 7 maps as well. I'm not sure if I should check out some that do not have hide or fiber in them. But just generally not sure about it. Okay, this is some random tier 5 map. With a lot of hideouts because the neighboring maps are really good. But that's a ganker. He's not chasing though. So my point was about the tier 5 map is that I may want to take a look at the places that are not traveled too often. Kinda felt like that guy there was chasing, but that's not the case anymore. Like, my hope right now is exactly this. To find either a legendary wisp or some tier 2, tier 3 mobs. Pretty lucky, I would say. Pretty lucky. Okay, hopefully this map does last for a while. Tier 7, no thanks. Tier 7, yes. Please. I'll just eat my pork pie right now and then switch to my fighting food. Using the Thetford cape now, in case of me wanting to engage in some fights. Also, Fort Sterling cape is not very useful here in the mists. Not very many builds use some spells that you can block with that in a useful way. There's a PvE area here. Don't really want to run backwards then. Tier 8 resources, where are you at? Tier 7. Tier 6. As I said, I only want the tier 7 hide and fiber. Only one piece, sadly. Otherwise this could have been some nice money. Somebody is doing something. How can I get in there? Is he weak enough? He is weak enough, but also not worth anything, most likely. Oh, tier 8. Another legendary mist. I've kinda been finding a lot of highly enchanted mists in the last couple of runs that I'm having here. In good old Albion, there's some 6.1 which I could take, but I'm not going to travel extra way to just reach that. I'm going to concentrate on gathering tier 8 resources. Because, like, I think for around 15 minutes in such a tier 8 map, without finding anything crazy, I get like 500k. I think that's about it. I've entered quite a few tier 8 mists already now. And I always got like 500k per 15 minutes. Which is some really nice profit per time value. And I didn't even really waste my time beforehand here on this gathering run so far, because I had found quite a bit of tier 8 stuff in this tier 8 desert, where 2, even 3 people in the end have died. I didn't even see the rarity of the weakened wisp that was spawning there. Or was being released. Would that be a more correct term? Maybe the most sensible thing for me would be to run as far away from the 2 PvE areas in this map as possible. To have the highest chance to find some of these weird mobs that drop these rare items that are very valuable. That I haven't been able to kill yet and loot yet. 8.1. Only 1 piece. But most of these things, these tier 8 stacks here, have only 1 piece. And still I'm getting such high value amounts. But I would definitely like to kill such a weird, rare beast or whatever. I would like to do so. Maybe I should run around in the, what's it called, tier 5 desert map there. That's an 8.3 excellent player. There's a dismounted person gathering. Gathering nice tier 8 resources. Oh, there's 8.1 to the right. Am I in danger here? Would people gank me right now with invisibility? Without invisibility it doesn't matter. Or would these guys not think that I'm gathering? I'm having pork pie activated, so they should be aware that I'm gathering resources. $8.3 Death Giver. An excellent. Quite some nice money if I manage to kill this guy. Oh, nice, nice. This is really good. This is where the main loot comes from when gathering in tier 8 mists. Gathering this stuff, I think, twice as fast. And these monsters, these resource monsters, are always full. Really good, really nice. Too bad that it's not enchanted, otherwise this would alone already give me like 500k. I think. I would think so. 11 pieces. Getting maybe double of it with pork pie. And premium bonus and all that stuff. 8.1 would maybe already be 500k of one of these. But I'm not going to complain about any of these tier 8 resource mobs that I find, even if they are not enchanted. Not gonna complain about that. An epic one. I kinda do want to remember that there's an epic one chilling here. It's right here. It's right here. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe it's still going to be there when the mist is closing. And epic ones have like a 25% chance to be tier 8 as well. So let's see. Oh, Elder Quarrier Tome. Let's go. Let's go. Very cheap nowadays, it seems like, but quite some nice extra loot. I will not be able to... I will be able to change to fighting food if I change my boots. Making quite the solid loot right now though. I'm definitely going to want to go back after this. I will be pretty full on carry weight, I'm sure. I could have dismounted this guy, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. This guy may activate the epic wisp. I'm still going to check if it's still there afterwards. The main thing I need to be careful about is not dying. Because I'm definitely making very good profit right now. Went deep into the black zone, found a legendary wisp. But this guy definitely may activate the epic one. A lot of marble right here, I like it. Don't like that this person is seeing me, but he's weaker than me. He's not much weaker than me, so he may try to fight me. Did he dismount there? He's not trying to fight me. No, he isn't. 7.13. There was still quite some marble left. But I gather this tree here much faster. It should have some similar value. And it doesn't weigh as much. For a fight I would definitely want to switch my food so I can already change my boots to carry weight. Because I do need that. Otherwise I would be overweight while fighting. So much marble. Really nice, really good. Sadly no enchanted stuff yet, but... shouldn't spend too much time in my inventory when I'm running around here. Having these 8.3 people in my neck. I don't think I want to spend my time contesting the chest after seeing all these people, while knowing that there's so much marble waiting here for me, which is just really safe loot. Just doesn't make too much sense, I would think. The chances for me getting some loot there and not dying are not good enough, considering that I'm risking... Like, I already have 2 million... estimated market value of 2 million in my inventory. Now this thing is starting to close. So I'm going to check if the epic wisp is still there and see if it is a tier 8 map. And if it's not, I'm just going to come back into this map here and gather until this mist is closing here. I'm not sure if I can still change to fighting food, to be honest. I may not be able to do so. Wood is relatively heavy though. How heavy is this? 32, 40, not that much, but quite a bit. So I could also throw away food, which is very cheap. So much marble. Quite the nice loot in here. I'm not 100% sure how much time I've spent in here, but I've gotten quite some good loot. Especially with the book, of course. Found 2 resource mobs. Sadly, the mist is closing relatively early. Okay, let's see if the wisp is still there. It was probably activated by the useless guy. Most likely. So I'm just going to continue gathering and just hope that I find another rare, epic or legendary. Ooh, and even 2 pieces, nice. Rare, epic or legendary wisp on my way. I definitely do hear noises of wisps. 3 pieces, I like it. 80k for 3 pieces. Pretty damn good loot. But you better... Oh, this is really good, this is really good. Oh, it's only tier 7. Still really good. Still really good, of course. But I was thinking it would be 8.1. Then it would have been really, really good. I don't even know if 2 minutes would have been enough to actually finish gathering it. 6.1 elemental. I think I'm going to skip that when I'm in such a map. I'm finding so many tier 8 resources. I shouldn't spend my time killing this. I think would of course be a pretty fast kill, but I don't think it makes too much sense. And I'm pretty much at a point where I cannot use fighting food anymore. So I don't know if I should change to knockback. But I should change to the Fort Sterling cape already. Just a common wisp, 6.2. Already waiting there for me. There's an epic one. Nice. Please be tier 8. Do I want to stay in it if it's tier 7? Tier 8, tier 8. It's tier 7. I'm not sure. I mean, all the fiber and hide is good. The enchanted tier 7 is good. 6.1 hide is good. Let's just do it until I'm full, and then I'm going to teleport back. Let's see. I don't really see a point in going towards the... what's it called? Ore area. Because I do not want to gather tier 7 ore or tier 6 ore. I would gather 6.1. And 7.1 and better. But the chance of finding that should be relatively low, I'm assuming. So right now I'm thinking it would most likely be the best to stay away as far as possible from all the actual areas in this map. And just hope to find some tier 7 resource mobs. Either enchanted or just flat from hide and fiber. Not sure how efficient it is for me. Since I'm so full already, I could also start gathering the tier 7 resources maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot find tier 8 resources in this map. So I guess I'm actually just going to take 6.1. Well, 6.1 I'm definitely taking, except fiber, wood and stone. But I'm also going to start gathering tier 7 resources of even the not so valuable categories. Pretty nice loot. But I mean, finding a legendary wisp never hurts, and finding 4 stacks of tier 8 resources in a tier 8 map also doesn't hurt at all. Pretty nice loot. Pretty nice money. I also feel like I'm slowly getting a feeling for how to efficiently look for resources in here. Resources are mostly around obstacles. Obstacles? I feel like I'm pronouncing this in a wrong way. Basically the black dots on the map. Resources almost always are exactly close to these black dots on the map or the edge of the map. The only exception being rivers. There are also resources next to rivers. Somebody saw that I'm gathering here. Let's play it safe and run away. Let's play it safe. Tons of tier 7 stuff. 7.1. Still playing a little bit safe, because no idea what this guy was up to. But actually having a stone area here, a small one. Very interesting. Now that I'm also gathering tier 7 resources, I can actually visit the big ore area. No reason for me to stay away from that now anymore. Even though I have no idea if people gank it with invisibility. Not sure about the meta in the mists. Not sure what people are doing. The stuff is not that crazily valuable, but I'm going to have some solid income by purely gathering some tier 7 stuff, and basalt is not even the cheapest. So, pretty solid value, I would think. Rounding out my run with a little bit of solid gathering. Already got above 30k from the basalt. From the pure flat basalt without enchantments. Should be some solid money per time. And I'm about to get kicked out of this mist. Probably not going to be able to reach the ore area anymore unless I sprint towards it right now. Which I'm definitely not going to do. I'll just gather as much as possible. 9 minutes on my food. I think for carry weight I'm going to eat 1 pork pie and change back to the other food. Because I still have 5 pieces of roast pork. Meaning it's heavier. I don't really lose a lot of money by basically wasting one pork pie. And I can gather a little bit more stuff. Thanks to actually throwing away basically one pork pie. I will probably not really need to eat before I'm able to teleport back. I mean, I'm only at 85%. Maybe I will not instantly teleport back. I'm not sure yet. I think I will instantly teleport back. I will see how close I'm to decreasing the teleport costs. I will see if I can find another legendary or epic wisp right here. That may also be the case, and then I will just throw away some tier 7 resources, throw away a bit of my roast pork, and gather as much of the tier 8 stuff that I can find. That's 5.2, it's like whatever. There's some fiber down there. 5.2 height. I don't think that it's worth more than 1k. At least not too much more. So let's just spend my time by taking tier 7 resources, which are worth like 2k or something. Yeah. Legendary wisp into epic wisp. And I even found 2 epic wisps, basically. One was stolen though. 2 minutes, I do have enough time to get both of these things. I feel like I'm not seeing too many people today. Feels kinda calm and relaxed. Saw one 8.3 person, saw a big ganking group in the starting map when I started this run. But otherwise not too much action going on. I mean, I'm still, like, time-wise relatively close to the server reset. That only happened like 2 hours ago or 3 maybe. So that may explain why not too many people are playing right now. Or at least not too many people are playing in these maps that I'm in right now. Who knows the exact player numbers? But they should definitely be lower, closer to the reset. Otherwise SBI would not have chosen this time. Because they most likely do not care at all when the reset happens. They just want to take the best time for the players. So it is disrupting the least amount of people. Any legendary wisp waiting for me, maybe? Or some nice enchanted tier 7 resources. Common wisp. Some road portal. A tier 7 resource. Yeah, and I do not have the time to gather another one. Even though I found one. Okay, let's see. An uncommon wisp. It costs me 4.2. Oh, that's really not very heavy. Let's risk everything for 50k. 240k is quite expensive. And I'm relatively close to getting closer. I'm not going to go for the 4.2 there. This map here may be relatively good right now for finding legendary and epic wisps. It's a tier 5 map in the middle of nowhere. So it should be relatively inactive. There should be like 1 or 2 low tier players looking to do some PvE. Oh, there's a person. There's another person. Why are there dismounted people? So I'm just going to teleport here for 216k. Because I don't really want to go backwards. I do not have very much space. Not very much carrier weight left anymore. 2 dismounted people. So close to the exit. Interesting. So, let's see how much money I've made. I don't think it's 2 million. I think it's less. Like 1.8 million? Oh, 2.1 million. I mean, okay, subtracting the teleport cost, making it basically 1.8 million loot. Purely loot. And that in 1 hour? I like it, I like it. Going deep, looking for some nice tier 8 resources. Should most likely be the best way to gather right now, to be honest. Even though the prices do not seem to be too bad anymore for tier 6 and mostly 6.1 resources again. Still, getting tier 8 resources gives like 100k in 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. At least with my levels of gathering. And I'm only at like level 30, level 20, maybe level 15 on something that I haven't found too much of. So tier 8 resource gathering is probably the best. Especially with the mists. The mists really do make it relatively easy to get tier 8 resources. Which was extremely hard before.